Namaste, Kaise ho, Mumbikers. You know, India is a place that I've wanted to visit my whole entire life and my whole entire career especially. I love dal, I love chicken curry. And then 10 years later, get to perform some of those songs in, you know, a country as beautiful as this. A place as beautiful as Mumbai, Bombay. You know, so I'm just, you know, I'm along for the ride and I'm having fun. It's like a bow and arrow. Sometimes you got to pull back before you launch forward.
Right.
Hearing people sing your lyrics back to you and knowing that these are people that care about what you do. I'm a Batman guy. I think we're experiencing a beautiful time in life where, you know, a lot of different genres and spaces and worlds and cultures, you know, in the arts are all collaborating. It's Valentine's Day, I go romance. Aiga, up that time, Aiga.
Hi, this is Sheetal Shenoy and you are watching Pink Villa. Joining me today is someone really special who actually introduced me to the concept of self-love through his song, Me, Myself and I. I'm sure you've guessed it already. Let's welcome the one and only Jeezy. Hi.
Hello. How are you doing? Very well.
You know, I want to start off by just saying that your 2024 has started with a bang with this tour that you're doing. You've already performed in Delhi and Bengaluru. How does it feel to perform in our country for the first time?
Man, it feels incredible. You know, I'm extremely grateful that that I get to travel the world, you know, especially doing what I love the most, getting to perform music. But, you know, India is a place that I've wanted to visit my whole entire life and my whole entire career especially. And, you know, I had heard people would say, you know, yo, the fan base is crazy in India, you have to come, you know, and I never knew. So, you know, I came here and Bengaluru, the first show, it was thousands and thousands of people and they knew every word and I was just like, you know, this was mind blowing and the energy was so beautiful and, you know, and I love the cuisine, I love the food, so
it's been,
yes.
What have you tried? I really want to know about this.
Oh man, everything. I love dal, I love chicken curry,
Yeah? Dal is your favorite?
Yeah. I mean everything. My plate is like this big and then I go get seconds. Yeah,
okay. So, you know, on popular demand, I'm going to give you a line which basically means that hello to all the Mumbaikers. Okay, you have to say it in Hindi. Okay. I'm going to help you out.
Yes, please.
Okay, so we start off with saying Namaste.
Namaste.
Kaise ho?
Kaise ho?
Mumbaikers. Can we say it together?
Namaste.
Kaise ho?
Kaise ho, Mumbaikers.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Namaste. Kaise ho, Mumbaikers.
Fab. You know, also it's going to be a decade.
What did I just say, by the way?
You just said hi.
Namaste, thank
so
you.
Namaste means hello.
Yeah, hello.
So how are you all doing, basically?
Okay, cool.
And Mumbaikers are basically the people of Bombay, people from Bombay. Yeah, so that's what it meant. Yeah.
Cool.
You know, it's going to be a decade since the release of your song, These Things, right?
Yeah, These Things Happen.
These Things Happen, yeah. So, wow, a decade already.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Again, I'm full of gratitude and, you know, I think it's very important to stay in the moment, stay present and mindful and, you know, not take any of this for granted, you know, to get to, you know, fall in love with something like music and get to make it, you know, make it your profession, you know, make a living doing it. And then 10 years later, get to perform some of those songs in, you know, a country as beautiful as this. A place as beautiful as Mumbai, Bombay, you know, so I'm just, you know, I'm along for the ride and I'm having fun, man.
Yeah. But as an artist, talk to me about how has your music evolved over these years?
Yeah, certainly. You know, I think we as human beings evolve over the course of a decade. Culture evolves over the course of a decade. And music and art evolve over the course of a decade. You know, ultimately music is a form of self-expression. You know, it's a time capsule of where you are at that time. It's self-expressive. But, you know, my music has grown and grown and grown. And what I'm most excited for is my new album that I'm putting out this year. So.
Yeah. You know, while you say this, I also want to know that you've been performing since so many years, right? And you've put yourself out there with so many releases. But you also took a step back.
Yeah.
And now you're making a comeback, right? So how has that break helped you come back in a positive way?
No, I think, you know, it's like a bow and arrow. Sometimes you got to pull back before you launch forward.
Right.
And, you know, in an industry like mine in music, you know, if you're not careful, you know, you could just go and go and go and go and go. And before you know it, you don't even look up and realize that you've been going for 8 straight years or something, you know, and without breaks.
Yeah.
And, it takes a lot of energy to pour your heart out into these songs. It takes a lot of energy to get on stage in front of thousands of people every night and perform these songs for people that are very, like deep in your heart as far as songs are. But energy is not an infinite resource. You have to allow it chances to recharge and refill. So, I'm just grateful to be here 10 years later, and cheers to another 10 years to go.
10 years and more.
Yes, yes.
What's the best part about performing live?
The fans, hearing people sing your lyrics back to you and knowing that these are people that care about what you do. Like ultimately this thing that, I obsess over, that I love, is making music, and then I put it out, and then people love it as well. They live with it. These songs impact them, and then you bring it to life on stage, and here they are. They're thinking about all the emotions that song brings up, and they're singing it back to me, and it's just the craziest feeling. Man.
Yeah, that is definitely. Everyone, I'm sure, has this phase when they started listening to your songs, and I must say that phase has continued even now, even for me, for that matter, right?
Thank you.
And I think one of the most beautiful songs, or the one that is my favorite, has to be Me, Myself and I. But along with that, it's also Tulips and Roses, right?
Thank
It's
you,
been loved by so many.
Thank you.
I want to understand the creative process that you put in for each of your songs, and where do you get the inspiration from?
Oh man, I mean, every song is different, but it's all, Me, Myself and I was about manifesting, the career and the journey I was embarking on, and wanting to create greatness and wanting to find success, and, but needing to kind of isolate and love myself to be strong enough to do it, and trust myself to be strong enough to do it. And, learning how to separate the world and set boundaries, and, all I need is in here, but you just got to let me do it.
Yeah.
So, and then Tulips and Roses is about circling back and doing it again, and believing in yourself.
It's like a full circle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always difficult to ask this question to an artist, but which is the one track that you're most proud about?
Oh man, it's always the most recent one I've done. I make a lot of music constantly. I'm always in the studio, and if you're not pushing yourself to get better every time you do something, then what are we doing this for?
Yeah, absolutely. I've also, when I was doing the research, I found out that you're getting into fashion and acting. Yeah, and I think that's such a good news for all the GZ fans.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, with a very fun question, do you like superheroes from Marvel?
I'm a Batman guy.
Always a Batman guy.
Yeah. I'm a Batman guy.
Yeah. And if you could get a chance to be a part of the superhero gang, what would the superpower you want? What is the superpower?
I'd be the world's greatest detective. I'd wear black, and I'd come out at night. I'd be the Caped Crusader, the Dark Knight. Yeah. I'm Bruce.
Yeah. Sounds
Master
exciting.
Bruce Wayne.
That is amazing. Batman, I think that is going to be so cool, right? I also want to talk to you about this cross collaboration that's happening. You see a lot of Bollywood celebs representing themselves in Hollywood, right? Like Priyanka Chopra, for that matter. And you also see the opposite way, where Hollywood celebs come here and create an own journey for them in Bollywood, right? So if you had a chance to be part of any Bollywood movie, would you say yes to it?
I mean, sure. Yeah. I just think I think we're experiencing a beautiful time in life where, a lot of different genres and spaces and worlds and cultures, in the arts are all collaborating and coming together. You see it in music all the time, where it's like it's hard to classify something by a genre anymore.
Yeah,
you got country artists working with hip hop artists, working with indie artists, working with. You know what I mean? And it's just beautiful to see the walls get knocked down, and and people from different walks of life and different spaces come together and collaborate.
Right, true. But if I had to ask you, would you want to be a part of a romantic movie as an actor, or a thriller with full of action? For Bollywood movie.
It's Valentine's Day. I go romance.
Yes, romance always. So, do you know any celeb from Bollywood who you would like to have as a co-star?
Gosh, on the spot, I couldn't tell you, but.
Yeah, you can tell me.
Nah, no. I mean, I know I'd have to think about it. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Can I give you options?
Sure.
Okay. Deepika Padukone, Priyanka Chopra. Yeah, these two options.
Priyanka.
Yeah. Why not? As we mentioned earlier, beyond music, you ventured into fashion and acting, right? So how has these experiences helped you in your music and vice versa?
Well, I think, all art forms are, it's just a different way of expressing yourself. And I've always had a passion for fashion, for film, and for music,
Right.
and the visual arts, photography. And I'm interested in all of it.
Right.
It's just different ways of getting your creativity out there.
Yeah. And lastly, how excited are you for your performance that's going to happen
Oh my
soon
God,
in Bombay?
I'm beyond excited. I feel like it's gonna be the best show of my whole career.
Yeah.
I just feel the energy already. It just feels right.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
So very excited.
And also all the fans out there are waiting to know about your next album. Yeah, so can you tell us a little details or deets about it?
Yeah, it's the best album that I've ever made. I've spent the last year and a half recording it. It's an evolution. It's a step forward, but it's by far the best thing I've ever done. And I know the title, and you don't need to know it right now, but you will soon. And you're gonna hear some music very, very, very soon.
Yes, we can't wait.
Yep.
Yeah. Just last one question, not a question actually, it was a request from a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody loves your rap, right? But they wanted to see you rap in Hindi. Yeah, that expression.
I don't know.
So I'm just gonna give you 2 lines, and you just have to like say it out, yeah?
Okay,
in
cool.
that tone, and then we close
yeah,
this,
yeah.
yeah? So this is a very famous song. It's called Apna Time Aayega, and people love it in here.
Apna Time Aayega.
Yeah. Have you heard it?
No.
No, okay. But I will make you listen to
Okay,
the song
cool,
after
cool.
the interview.
Maybe I
okay?
have. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So the first line goes, Ut ja apni raak se,
Say it again.
ut ja
Ut ja
apni raak se,
apne raak se.
yeah. Tu ud ja
Tu uja
ab talash mein,
ab talash mein.
parwaaz dekh parwane ki,
Parvaz dekh parvana ke.
आसमान भी सर उठाएगा,
Asman
भी
bhi
सर
sai
उठाएगा,
utaiga.
आएगा अपना टाइम आएगा.
Oh man, my memory's shot.
Just the last line. आएगा
Aayega.
अपना टाइम
Apna time.
आएगा.
Aayega.
Yeah.
Aayega.
आएगा.
Apna time. Aayega.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
amazing. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
such a lovely
Right on.
conversation.
For sure.
Good luck, and we can't wait to see you perform.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yo, what's up? This is G-Eazy, and you're watching me on Pink Villa.